Hello, good people. Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone is well and having themselves a great day. If you don't know, I am Canadian. I'm making a trip to America soon for Otocon. It's a con that's coming up, so I'm very pressed for time right now. And thus, these episodes of Kubera and Tower God, I recorded offline. I did ask my Discord if you guys wanted me to come do a very quick read. You guys said no. So we're doing it offline. We don't have much time to waste. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and let's hop into this next Kubera episode. So there's thing who transformed into his damn, it's so clean. It's just okay. So I see tentacles on the ground, big. All right, damn. All right, what you got for me? The bracelet has turned off, says Lee's, and shortened distance doesn't work. All I can rely on is on functioning now are the spear and the boots. Those of the Tarakas who can fully certify have already joined the Us Collective. We won't be able to talk with him like with Urvasi. If he's going after you, his king, I guess it really is hopeless. He seems to completely switch sides. What? He? Do you know that thing? That's Makara. Makara, who has been Taraka. No, Makara has taken refuge with the Asura clan and is still alive. Ah. So Ganhara doesn't know yet. Now to think about it, he was absent when we talked through this topic. I thought so too, says Lees, but it turns out that he was already in a state of Tarakification at that time. Makara was eaten an N5. N5? And what? N5, says Ganhara? I thought that maybe something like that happened recently with all the Sura realm collapsing and all, but it already happened 18 years ago? That can't be. No, that can't be. Makara is alive. That's just a Taraka imitating Makara. Lee looks at him. Right, he can't admit it. Since the moment he acknowledges that Makara, his number 2, got eaten, it becomes all too obvious what has happened to the rest of his clanmates. I understand his desire to turn away from a painful truth, because that's something that Lisa has done so many times, again and again. Deny herself the truth a little bit because of the pain of it. And I guess she can, and she's empathetic enough and experienced enough in something like this to understand when someone else is going through it. So she's really denied a lot of things that happened to her, and I get it, man. It's tough. I understand. Yeah, see, look, there's little Lees. Oh, look at Kurigam. The artistry, the imagery. It's clean. I too have a past that I have ignored for a long time. One Last God, Kubera, story and art by Kurigam, Babblekin stands. Look at Tier, look at the goat, look at Jessa, look at the goat, look at Rojo, look at the goats. Season 3, episode 381, Someone's Universe 13, mother effer. So what is like a turtle, kraken, octopus thing, Bowser dragon? Like, what are you even? This is so cool. All right. A Taraka imitating Makara, you could see it that way. Anyway, it looks like he's been targeting you, so you better avoid him. It's crucial to move while avoiding his field of vision. In order to use the boot's ability, I can't take both feet off the ground simultaneously, even if you get caught and attacked. I can't run properly like this. How long will it take to escape a safe place under such conditions? You know what I also noticed about Lee's too? A lot of her inner monologuing and dialogues and her thinking to herself too has become much more connected to strategy, people's personalities, ideology, and personal philosophies of the world and tactics, as opposed to her just lamenting about her own emotions and things that have happened to her. Where, like I keep saying, she's learned to play the game within the game. And right now she's playing the game within the game within the game, and it's not a game. She's not playing. I wish someone could help us before anything happens, but that would be difficult. The situation is serious for the others too. At least that Makara doesn't seem to be able to use transcendentals properly yet. And she looks and she sees like swirls coming at her. Like, that meteors? What's that fall from the sky? Meteor shower? PK Storm! But if by some chance what she said is true, if Makara really got eaten in N5, then back then they didn't manage to escape even though I tried so hard. If even Makara got eaten, then all my other clanmates, if I only had come to my senses earlier and fled. If I only had taken Shankuntala with me, even if I had to use force, I couldn't give up on her, nor did I want to be hated by her. He's like breaking down because he's such a fucking bum, loser, dumbass. So I made my decision too late, and that caused the worst to come to pass. Kanhavra! Get a grip. He's using Transcendental. This isn't the time to be spacing. Is he like this because of what I said earlier? What now? It's impossible to make a safe escape with Ganhavra in this state, but I can't let him get eaten. Even though he's in a state where communication isn't possible, he's only attacking Gandhavara, not me. So maybe rather than running away together... Okay, did the bite of Hondage get ripped? Given the Taraka clan's characteristic of eating their prey alive, he won't attack Gandhavara to the point he actually dies. Then I should distance myself and... Did she just use short and distance? Look how quick she got up there. Or did she not leap yet? If it's as Vitranim said, it shouldn't be difficult. The bite of Hondage got broken a lot. Did she lose a hand? She didn't lose a hand, did she? Am I tripping? Did her hand get blown off too? With the part of the hide of bondage that's missing? If only right now I could stop time. Ananta. What the? Time has stopped. No, I think she has both hands. Oh, no, that's Booby. That's Booby? Hold on. Okay, that's sick, by the way. Sepia tone. What was that familiar back view? An illusion? Anyways, this time stop was a success. It went golden. Now with all my might. Boom. Yes, Lees. Attacking with time stop like your Dio. That's fire. He'll resurrect anyway, but for now I have to buy us some time like this. But shouldn't the stop time resume flowing now? What is the condition this time? If it was escaping the immediate danger, then it should have been released the moment Makara was defeated. Looks back. Boom. How is it that you are using the power of time? Kali's collar, but that's not Taxakonim. It must be Vasuki. Vasuki's moving. Vasuki in partial Sura form. The time stop has not been released yet. She has both hands. Okay, sorry. It looked for a second like she lost a hand. Sorry, I'm confirmed. She's okay. Or maybe she healed it. She got the bracelet on, but the bracelet it's not for healing like that. It's for like actual death. Anyways, I don't know why, but apparently Vasuki isn't affected by it. Your attitude is quite different from back then. Are you saying it's worth a fight now? How dare you steal Ananta's power? That makes sense. I get why he could be angry. Are you planning to fight Vasuki on your own? How come even you, Vitranim, if I had been subject to the time stop, I wouldn't have been able to wake up, right? Even a fine decisive match is worthless if I can't move. For some people have resistance against time stopping. So not immunity, resistance. That includes Vasuki in partial form. So if Vasuki was in human form and maybe possibly full Sura form, that's so interesting. So is it possible in all the states of a Sura transformation, we'll just say hybrid, human, full Sura form, your immunities and resistances can change? Like in my partial Sura form, the attribute of destruction, I have a higher resistance to it, but in my regular human form, it hits me normally. That's interesting. In partial Sura form, to be continued. These have been short lately. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. That's short. That was fast. Okay, I gotta say my favorite panel this week is easily when Lee's stopped time and saw the Ananta like apparition and looked back, and then her eyes went like this. That was clean. That was tough. That was tough. My favorite piece of dialogue this week, if I had to think about it, is maybe Lee's deciding that she has to trick Gandhavra. It's like, all right, I don't have time to deal with this right now, so okay. A Taraka that's imitating Makara is attacking you right now. And then, you know what I'm saying? That one. I'm going to give this chapter a 8.5 out of 10. That's where I'm at right now. And then let me read the blog and I got to end this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm strapped for time. Kurigram's comment, please understand when the parts of Leeds reciting the Kubera spells are skipped due to the flow of the scenes. Okay. She's saying, wake up and open your eyes. All right. Size. The current size of Makara is bigger than the previous shown Jarita. It is much smaller than season 2 Ganhavara. If you admire it because it's pretty, you'll die. That's a darkness attribute transcendental skill. Sent flying like a piece of luggage. At the time, Lee's arm was blown off. I actually got it, so she did heal it. Okay, at that time, Lee's arm was blown off, and after the Makara attack, she died and revived. But I'm not putting emphasis on that right now and gloss over it while drawing. It's boring to watch if those are emphasized every time, and some actually feel uncomfortable. I would say find the middle ground personally. I was able to discern that, and I kind of thought in my head she healed herself. It didn't come across to me that she took great damage to the point of death and kind of resurrected as we know the Golden Knight does. What I would say is you don't have to put an emphasis on the panel where it's and she's disintegrating. Just show it in a quick panel, and the next panel show the healing again. You don't have to actually put a bunch of focus and a magnifying glass to it, if you will, is what I'm saying. There's a middle ground here that works, but I get it. It can be overly gory. I'm with you. Got him? I said I got a couple of inquiries on my blog when the episode released in the Fast Pass. It was because of this scene. Simple questions like, is Makara dead or cute? But there are people who are much angrier than that. They have had a lot of things build up so far, so they vented their sorrows as minor character fans and exploded with swear words. Makara really has a lot of hidden fans. I remember getting a lot of questions about Makara during a previous Q&A event. Anyway, as I've said many times before, I draw a character's death to the extent that it matches the weight of the character. Think about Kaju's weight and the weight of Kaju's death scene. Then a character with much more weight than Kaju won't have their death scene drawn more roughly than that of Kaju. Yeah, good stuff. Great chapter. We'll talk soon. I gotta head out, but I enjoyed it. This was good. Damn, man. Feature time. It would help me out a lot and do my heart a lot of good if some of you guys who are not on the Patreon would consider pledging or maybe becoming a channel member. But shout out to the Patreon gang. Shout out to the CBLs. That is the certified BAM lovers. Appreciate y'all. But for the tier 2, we got the Priests of Fire. They might be the real CBLs. That's Brilith gang. And big shout out to the 5th Zen Gods, my tier 3 pledgers. Shout out to Agrona Vitera, Big Chief, Gray, Johnny Rogers, Katan, Lucky Roo, Muzaka, Naz Riley, Scobe, Simi, Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'm going to have some sugared sand today. Oh yeah, that's a real meal.